the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Hello, Ghoulie. Ghoulie's saying that we're past schedule. I never told anyone I was going to be here at a particular time. There was no schedule for tonight. We are quite on time as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm sorry that I kept you waiting for a moment, but this was not a guaranteed stream to begin with. Hello, Fire Gamer. How's it going? And how you doing, Ghoulie? How's everybody out there tonight in YouTubeville? Here's what we got going on this evening. A brand new Lego set. It has been a long time. I was just thinking about Fire Gamer a few days ago. I was like, I haven't seen Fire Gamer in a stream in a while. Hope he's doing all right. Hope he's doing all right. Lionel Fuentes is here. How's it going? It's actually Mr. Jorfus. He's going by his Christian name this evening. Lionel Fuentes. Well, cheers to you guys. Picked this up at the Lego store earlier this afternoon. I don't know the last time you guys been to a Lego store. Maybe you've never been. But I think it's strange how when you walk into the Lego store, there's like a person with a little clicker, and they keep track of how many people are inside the store. And if too many people are walking around, then they put the little red rope across the doorway, like you're trying to get into a hip happening nightclub. It's weird. I went in, I was walking around, Jess was down at another shop, and she was going to meet me in the Lego store when she finished with her shopping. So I was looking around, and when I walked in, I was able to go in just fine, no problem. But after about 5-10 minutes of looking around, the store had become quite populated, quite crowded. And the little lady was standing there, she put the rope up, and a line began to form outside the store. So I called Jess, and I was like, do you just want me to like pick a set out? I ended up taking pictures of several things and sending them to her so she could weigh in on which set we were going to purchase for this evening. But I did that because I knew if she were to walk down to the Lego store, she was going to have to wait in line. She couldn't just come in and start looking around with me. She would have to wait in line, and who knows how long that was going to take. So I don't know. I don't really like that system. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't like how they do that. I can't think of any other store that uses a kind of velvet rope system. And it's not like there aren't other small-ish stores in the mall that get crowded. Bath and Body Works, not much bigger than the Lego store. They have lots of candles. Lots of people looking at candles, lots of people opening lids, Yankee Candle, shoe stores. You guys know what kind of stores are in the mall? Velvet Rope, asked Ghoul. Yeah, it's like, you know, the rope that they put up to block people from coming into the store. When the number of occupants or the number of customers drops below a certain threshold, then they'll take the rope down. And people can come and go freely. People can walk in from outside the store as they would like to. But once they reach a certain capacity, whatever, I don't know what it is. I haven't cracked that code. I don't know how many people are allowed to be in the store before they start blocking new customers from coming in, but they do it. I saw them do it for the first time like around Christmas. During the Christmas season, I figured it was just like a Christmas season protocol. But they were doing it today on a regular Saturday, and I don't know. Seems a little, it's a little unfriendly, you know? Exactly. It makes it feel like they're trying to be something they're not. Like you're trying to get into a fancy restaurant or you're trying to get into a big fancy nightclub where you got to have VIP access. Anyhow, we got the Lionel Fuentes Joke the Night coming up right now. And the joke is, what does Pac-Man say when he works at a package factory? Answer, pack this man. Thank you very much for tonight's joke of the night. Lionel Fuentes, a.k.a. Mr. Jorfus. What's up, Yogurt Space? Yogurt Space pops in the chat and says, is this the Lego Pac-Man build stream by YouTuber Super Divorce? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. And my wife will be joining us momentarily. As for now, I suppose I can go ahead and begin unboxing all of the pieces. Let's go ahead and do that. Yogurt Space says, wow, I'm in awe. Well, you should be. This is a very awe-inspiring Lego set, and I'm a fairly awe-inspiring YouTuber. So the awe makes sense. All the awe makes sense to me. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just... Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Just give me 1 second because I got to go and get this blade from the other room so I can come back in here and just whip it out like that. And then we're going to go ahead and cut these little tape pieces right here. These pesky little tape strips that they've put on the box. Just like that. Just a nice, quick little slice. No big deal. There we go. And Fire Gamer's cat shares the same bed as him. Our cat does the same thing. Cats have no problem invading one's privacy. That's what I've found. They don't care at all. Are we expecting a part 2 and 3 in the next few days for this set? I don't know about the next few days. I don't know how long it's going to take us. This looks like a big set. Here, watch this. Let's just... Look. Woo!
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right. Jess has finally decided to join the class here.
I was making a snack.
Okay.
Here you go. About the seltzer.
Look at this. Look at all these pieces. These didn't even come in a bag. That's weird. You normally don't see that. They don't normally just throw pieces into the box. Not wrapped up. This bag is one of those ones that they just go ahead and don't put a number on it. I don't know why they do that.
They could easily just be like, this is bag number 1.
Yeah, I don't...
Just set to the side and use throughout.
I don't get it.
Miscellaneous bag.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna get my sweatshirt real quick. Need anything?
No. Lionel thinks that YouTube is going to demonetize this stream. They always like demonetizing my streams for some reason. I don't know why. Quite a bunch of bags, eh? I'm going to have to separate those out in a second. Before I do that, let's find out what's in this envelope here. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. It's like a top secret file folder. Maybe contains some of Oppenheimer's secrets. Anyone see Oppenheimer yet? I went and saw it last night. Pretty incredible. There you go. There's our decals. If you get a chance to see Oppenheimer, go and watch it at the IMAX theater. It's worth every penny. Find an IMAX nearby and see it in the IMAX. Worth every penny. So now this is a nice, thick booklet. I'm going to give this one like 7 or 8 C's thick on that one right there. Yeah. Well,
Is it the menagerie down here?
Hmm.
Mad.
I'm not mad. Jorfus said to stop calling him Lionel, or he's going to start calling me Nick Ocado.
Who are you calling Lionel?
Lionel Fuentes.
Are you saying it wrong?
No.
Why did he tell you to stop it?
I think he wants me to still refer to him as Jorfus, even though it says Lionel on the screen.
Oh, I forgot.
Let's Plays is here.
It doesn't say Mr.
Lazarus. What?
It doesn't say Mr. Dorfus?
No, it says Lionel Fuentes because I think he. What was the explanation again? Why are you Lionel Fuentes tonight? Is it something to do with the device you're using? Is that what's going on? I got some Lego points today for this purchase. I always talk about how cool this is. How they do a great job over at Lego when they release big fancy sets like this, and they always include a little background information, like a little mini fan magazine at the beginning of the instructional booklet, which makes this worth keeping. You don't want to build this set and then just toss this in a recycling bin or in the garbage or burn it. You don't want to do any of that. You want to hold on to this. Sally Mangoes is here. Hi. And don't you dare call me Sally. Well, what should I call you? I guess I'll call you Mangoes. Huh?
This is a strange game we're playing tonight.
Well, Sally's here. And Mangoes is here. We got Mangoes. We got Jorfus. And we got this big ass Lego set to get started on. So let's just go ahead and what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to separate these babes. And have to get them in their proper order.
You have Pac-Man music to put on or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could hook up to the Polaroid.
Well, I can. I already have the Bluetooth of the other one installed.
What other one?
The little stereo.
Is that even charged up?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's charged.
Lazarus, we said hello to you. Didn't forget you.
7. They do this sometimes. They'll give you 2 bags
Why
with
is
the
it-
same number. Huh?
Everybody keeps saying thick with 3 C's. What's
Because of
thick?
the book.
Oh, the book is thick.
The book is thick. I told you that.
Well, I was, I got distracted.
4, 9.
Sally was just mocking Mr. Dorcas.
Oh.
You can actually call her
Nope, it's Mangoes now.
that.
It's Mangoes, it's always going to be Mangoes. All right. 11, 5. Look at all this. Look at all this detritus.
Oh, Gully asked what I was snacking on. Nothing yet. I made... Nobody's going to be able to hear me over all your sprinkling.
Well, this is important to do,
Why don't you toss them all on the ground?
elsewise we can't begin building. I've got to make space. We have 3 bags with number 7 written on
Maybe
them.
those are all number 7.
And then some of them with no number at all. What are they doing over there at Lego?
I don't
What
know.
these people are doing with themselves.
You
10.
should email so we can get a discount.
Maybe I will.
I would like some money off my purchase. I am not currently snacking, but I made a snack. for us to have later or during this.
Okay, there's
So you'll find out.
1 and 1. 8, 8. What number is that? 12.
Fire Gamer is here.
Yeah,
Oh, did I miss that earlier?
he was here right from the get-go.
Oh, shit. Man,
That's-
I missed out on a lot.
Well, you came to class late, and now you look like a fool
Well,
in front of everybody. Okay. Right there.
Jorka says he's on San Rafael.
San Rafael.
I don't know what that is.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What are we supposed to do with that information?
A part of Mendoza. I don't
Oh.
know. Gully asked what everybody was doing tonight. Maybe he was responding to that.
Oh.
Said anything interesting happening the past week besides thick frogs? We went out this evening.
Yeah, we went to the Hot Air Balloon Festival. What else? I told him
You
about
went
going
to
to the
the
mall.
mall.
I told him that
Yeah.
because I told him about the velvet ropes system that they have set up at the Lego store,
Oh yeah, I didn't get to see that.
and how it's not very friendly, and it discouraged you from even coming down to try and shop with me
Oh yeah.
because I thought you were going to get stuck in the line outside.
Well, I wouldn't have liked that.
I
I
know.
don't like lines.
I know.
We didn't do anything fun at the Hot Air Balloon Festival because I didn't want to wait in any lines.
I know. Okay, now then. The numbers. Oh, that's 13. We don't need that yet.
Mangoes asks, do you savor the new product smell every time you open a bag?
Not every time I open a bag,
You are a
But-
sniffer though.
but I do like to sniff the booklets. That smells very nice.
It's a good thing we're already married.
That's not a weird thing to do.
I'm just saying.
People do that. I do it with CDs. Anytime I buy a new compact disc, anytime I open a video game, you have to smell the technology.
You're silly.
Especially new console, new game console, or new computer. That's the best. They should make a candle that smells like a new video game console.
Yeah, we can do that. Lazarus says that Pac-Man is his favorite arcade game.
Is it?
He loves it, but he doesn't want to marry it.
Oh.
Ghoulie went to a relative's birthday party today and hung out with his cousins, and they played spike ball. Fire Gamer watched his uncle play Tears of the Kingdom for the first time, and they've already beaten it though.
I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom in several weeks. Been too busy with other stuff. Other games. Games for this channel.
And Mangoes says you're not weird at all for your sniftering.
Well, thank you. See?
Says it's the best bit.
I told you. Glad someone knows what's going on. Alright.
Julie asked if you get dopamine rushes off CDs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are some powerful decals over there.
I know.
Normally they're minuscule.
Great looking decals.
I still hate that you call them decals.
Why?
I like to call them stickers.
They're not stickers.
They are stickers.
They're decals. Decals are more official than stickers.
Garg Durgus has returned.
What's up, Garg? How's it going? What have you been garging around doing? What have you been up to?
I think he's gotten. Oh, there you are.
There. I'm trying to get a good position here.
Well, the top of the screen starts at the orange Pac-Man.
So we need to kind of.
Well, yeah, but you're gonna need the book.
Well, I know I need the book. Just trying to figure out where to dump everything. No sorting, jalording continues.
Not Jordan.
Here we go. You guys like the crinkling ASMR? I need a microphone with an ear on it that I can lick while I'm talking.
Lick.
Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a microphone and like it's like the shape of an ear.
Okay, but why
And
do you
these
lick
chicks
it?
will like they'll whisper into it and then they'll like lick and bite on it, so you hear like squishing noises and.
I don't like that.
We're gonna build some Legos tonight.
No, I don't think anybody wants that.
Listen to the crinkling.
Nobody can hear the crinkling. It's overpowering. Listen. Fire Gamer says, is it weird that when he opens a figurine box, he likes to smell the inside?
Nope, not at all.
Garg says he had a weird purchase on his credit card that scared him, but he's fine. Well, that's good. Hopefully it's just something weird that you bought, not something that somebody else bought. Ghoulie says they're more than petty stickers.
Exactly.
Fine.
Exactly. Oh, what's that? I opened this little miniature package and this white ring fell out. Look at that.
Oh, that's
all.
interesting.
I'm gonna set that to the side. just
Mango's
for a
asked if
second.
Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man is a favorite. There's a lot of chatting that I'm catching up on here.
Well, that's fine.
Garg says he's getting weird software.
What kind of weird
I
software?
don't know.
Why is he getting weird? Is he like buying it for himself? Was
He
that the
said he's
weird
just
purchase?
hanging out getting weird software. I don't know.
Oh.
Ghoulie recommended Sortless Julortis.
Sortless Julortis.
Mhm.
Sounds good. I like it.
Garg says the 14th time somebody used his credit card, so LifeLock caught it, so that's good.
The 14th time?
Yeah, that's a lot of times.
I'd get a new card at this juncture.
Well, you have to, usually. Why did I even bring you one down?
Because that'll be gone in no time.
Was that the last one? I couldn't find any more of those.
The mango black tea.
Yeah.
The spin drift sparkling water. Probably, this brand has become, I think, my new favorite. These are really good.
Mm-hmm.
These are really good. I would highly suggest them. Highly recommend. Okay.
Fire Gamer prefers original Pac-Man. Mangoes loves the cutscenes in Miss Pac-Man.
I think I prefer Ms. Pac-Man as well.
Do you?
I mean, I like Pac-Man just fine, but I think the cabinet has got a cool look to it. The game's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Garg is intoxicated.
Garg's intoxicated on what?
I don't know. That's what Jorfus asked. He asked if it's edibles.
What are you imbibing this evening, Garg? What's everyone imbibing out
And
there?
Lazarus says, "No, not my black tea mango. Like you stole his."
My.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else out there drinking sparkling water tonight?
I'm having a hop water, mango hop water.
That's what Jess is eating. This is completely empty.
Well, I put it. It was hot. We didn't have any in the fridge, so I put it on ice. It looks like a really watered down beer.
Really watered down, maybe like a natural light with
It's been
ice in it.
sitting for a long time.
Yeah. So it was. You went to get the hop water, and it was hot water.
Yeah. Well, technically, I went to get one of those. The spin drift. Somebody had swindled all of them.
I thought we have more in the fucking boxes, don't we?
No, not in the fridge.
Well, over by the pantry. Did you look by the pantry?
I just only the hot water's over there. Ghoulie's indulging in AC and saliva.
Yum. Like the band Saliva?
No, I don't think his saliva. he
Oh.
said.
Okay.
Mangoes is enjoying a lovely glass of London tap water.
London? Is that where you're coming from?
Looks that way.
I believe that would make Mangoes our first Londoner. Right?
As far as I know, Mr. Jorvis doesn't have any water.
What time is it in London? In London town.
Just so you know,
Hmm?
I said I don't know.
Just so I know what.
The treat that I made you is complete, and you can
Okay.
have it whenever you decide.
A complete treat.
A complete treat. That I did do a taste test to make sure it wasn't like the time I gave you the horrible cake.
Okay. We'll do
It tastes similar to the dessert I gave you the other night.
we'll do a bag or two before any dessert. All right. Bag number 1. Time to get started. Let's see.
5 a.m. in London.
Oh.
Wow, you're up very late or very early. One of the two.
Is it an early night or a late night for you? Mangoes. Let's see.
Ah, woke up early to bake bread.
Oh. That sounds delightful.
Yeah. Are you a baker? Because bakers always have to get up at like 3 in the morning to start making the bread for the day.
Well, it sounds like she's a baker right now.
Well, I mean, like, is that?
Like
I want
by,
to know,
by
like,
trade?
yeah, like if that's like your jobby.
A baker
You
by
go-
trade.
yeah. And Ghoulie can drive to Dublin from his house.
Ghoulie can?
Yeah, probably Dublin, Georgia. There's a Dublin, Ohio.
Yeah.
He says in less than 2.5 hours.
Hmm.
Garg says it's 12 a.m. in Michigan. It's 1:04 in Argentina.
Time check.
Lazarus says it's midnight. Mango says she's not a baker, but nothing better than homemade bread. I do agree.
Hmm.
I have a sourdough starter that I like to bake with, but I've been having a hard time bringing it back to full strength. It's been a little weak lately, so.
Well, it seems like at times you neglect the starter a little bit.
Well, I gave up on it because I was really putting in a lot of effort there for a while, and it didn't feel like I was making a lot of progress, so I just stuck it in the fridge and gave myself a minute with it.
Darn it. Gosh darn it. This is when, what was it? No, what's the name? What are we doing?
No sorting?
Yeah.
Oh, the sortless Jalortus?
Sortless Jalortless.
Sure.
This is when it gets tricky, when all the pieces are the same color, basically. I mean, we open that bag and look at this. This is when it gets tough, and you haven't sorted your pieces. So I'm just trying, there we go, finally. Alright, got it.
Yes, Mangoes. She said sourdough starters need more care than a 3-month-old baby. This is true, and I also have 3 children that need care, and a business of adult children that need care. So, unfortunately, the starter kind of suffers.
Yeah.
We also have animals.
It's understandable, you know.
It's still in there. It's not completely dead.
You've made some good things with it, though.
Well, when it was working.
Yeah. You can. It'll come back. It'll rise from the dead.
I don't know.
Ah?
I feel like it's got no gusto left.
See what I did there? When I said it'll rise from the dead?
I do. Lazarus is looking for a peanut butter cracker pack. He's going to be really sad to find out we don't have any more of those.
Yeah. Why is he looking for peanut butter crackers?
I don't know. I can hear him stomping around up there, though.
He needs to get to stomping on his Air Force Ones.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard that song last night at the place I ate chicken wings.
The first time?
No. Well, for the first time in like 20 years, out and about somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't hear Nelly
Oh,
much
I do.
these days. You do?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you hearing Nelly?
I don't know. I heard Nelly recently. Like within 6 months.
the country grammar song.
I don't know how that one go.
That was like his first.
I know I'm not. I struggle with remembering song titles. So I know that I know that one. I don't remember how it goes. Does he do the Hot in Here songs? And
Yes.
Yeah,
That's not his best work though.
Well, I know. That's the one that I heard recently.
You heard Hot in Here.
Mm-hmm.
Were you listening to it at work?
Maybe.
What do you guys think of Nelly? We have a lot of Nelly fans in the chat tonight. Who's your favorite late 90s / early 2000s rapper?
Lazarus, I know we're out of peanut butter crackers.
Uh-oh, what's happening now? Remember that song?
Yes.
That was Nelly.
We're gonna take a long time with this.
I know this. It's tough. It's a tough.
Can I help you?
Let's see. We've got this going on right here.
Ghoulie says Nelly's alright. Mango says Biggie is GOAT.
Hmm.
Yeah, Biggie's good.
A Biggie fan, hey?
Mm-hmm.
We would have.
Ghoulie can't pick one. He doesn't listen to rap.
Well, if you had to.
Neither does Fire Gamer.
What if you had to?
Lazarus says he is with Ghoulie.
What if you had to? You absolutely had to choose. Would it be Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise? That was more mid-90s, I guess. I said late 90s. He was still around late 90s, though. He did the Keenan and Kel intro.
Who?
Coolio.
Hmm.
God rest his soul. Just passed away recently.
Not so good.
I know. What are you doing here? What do
I'm
you got?
helping. I was doing this.
What is that? What's going on there?
Mm.
Is that
I can't really see though. You need another right. Are you over there yet?
am I over where?
Here?
Yeah. Oh no. I'm right here.
Alright, well I'll get out of your way.
I've got to put a three-piece nuggets right here. And right there. Okay. Oh, I was interested. Mangoes, what brought you to the stream? Did you see a gameplay video and sub to the channel and then happen to see us going live here? I always like to know how people stumble upon these things.
It's Coolio, Lazarus, not Julio. Like Coolio, right?
Yeah,
Coolio.
Coolio. Gangsta's Paradise.
Lazarus says he likes him because of Keenan and Kel. That's the only one he knows.
There you go.
That's okay, I'm just helping you out.
That's fine. Julio. Julio.
Could be Julio.
There was a Julio Iglesias.
Mm.
That's Enrique Iglesias' father.
Okay.
There's also a singer. You like Enrique? When his music comes on, do you vibe to it?
No,
Is it a bop?
not really.
You don't think so?
No, not really.
I can be your hero, baby. That song?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't
It's-
really get into that.
He had some other good ones. Had some good dance hits.
Mm-hmm.
I think Enrique's a vibe. Personally.
Yeah, everybody does.
Well, except you. You're apparently too good for Enrique Iglesias.
I don't know. I didn't get into that kind of stuff usually.
What do you mean? Everybody was into that stuff.
I know. I was a contrarian.
Well,
If other girls thought something was cool, I was like, that's lame. I don't want to have anything to do with that. So I just, I didn't like boy bands. I didn't like any of the cool stuff that all the girls liked. Said, that's not for me.
you had the real Nia Jax attitude. I'm not like most girls.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah.
That's okay. This is so silly.
Sally Mango says, is building Legos always straightforward? Have you ever been stuck on making something and had to abandon? No, there's been some times where we've gotten stuck.
Yeah.
Like something not connecting right. Like when we did the castle. Remember, got a little hairy there for a minute.
Yeah, some of the pieces didn't fit together just so. That was the one thing about Mega Constructs. The sets are really cool, but it seems like you might run into some issues on a really big set anyway, where things, maybe the engineering wasn't quite up to the standard of Lego sets, but they are very ambitious. They do some things with Mega Construct sets that they don't do with Legos. They've got some interesting pieces. And I think their pieces are a bit smaller at times too.
Yeah, and their pictures are harder to decipher.
Yeah, a bit harder to manipulate at sometimes. But no, we've never thrown in the towel.
I do like that Lego will give you, like, you know, show, like a step is like 3 pieces. At most you're going to get something like on this next page, you know, where you have like 6. On the Mega Construct, sometimes there would be like 20 little icons, and it would just be like the most preposterous little thing. It's like, why didn't you break that into smaller steps?
Yeah.
And it kind of felt a little bit clunky and difficult sometimes.
But we've made a few mistakes where we'd have to go back and deconstruct something we had built.
We used to drink a lot more when we would build these. Everybody makes fun of me. I'm notorious for crumbling the sets as I'm trying to build them, which is why I read the chat most of the time now.
We haven't been drinking as much. Well, we've been drinking, but things like this. Keeping it a bit healthier as of late.
Mm-hmm.
That alcohol really...
Sneaks up on you really quick, more than anything else does.
Yeah.
Ghoulie said once he got a set and lost a piece and couldn't finish it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Laz thought he said Lego seat, not Lego set. Lazarus almost just died because he choked on the sparkling water.
I don't think you can die from water.
You can.
Well, you can drown.
Well, drowning will kill you.
You can't choke to death on a sip of water.
Maybe you could.
I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure that's not possible.
Ghoulie hates carbonated drinks.
What? All of them?
They taste like static and makes his mouth burn.
Static?
I get that.
Sounds like Emerson.
I know.
I think you're crazy.
I really did hate sparkling water for a long time. Because I felt like I was thirsty and I wanted something, it like did the opposite. Like made me thirstier. But now I think because, I mean, not that I ever really drank soda too much to begin with, but when you're not drinking beer too, having something to replace that.
Yeah.
I like it for that now. Ghoulie says stop breaking it. I'm not touching it right now.
The crap.
And Jorphus likes carbonated water.
I think that everyone should like carbonated water. I don't see why anyone would have a problem with it. It's bubbly and effervescent. And
He says he doesn't
refreshing.
like any of them. Sprite, soda, sparkling water, sparkling apple juice, all of it.
I've never heard anyone say they just don't like carbonation.
I mean, I get it.
I don't.
I do.
I mean, I can.
It's
Like
it's like a weird human experience to drink carbonated things.
Is it?
I feel like it is. Doesn't seem like it should be something you should have.
Why not?
Because it's bubbly.
Well, so is like the ocean.
Not like that.
You see bubbles in the ocean.
I'm
you
not
see
saying
bubbles
seeing
in
bubbles.
a stream.
If you drink ocean water, it's just salt water. It doesn't like turn into pop rocks in your mouth. Like it's like active. You're like putting something active in your mouth. You know, it like does things. It's fizzing around. It's like an Alka-Seltzer.
Some people like Alka-Seltzer.
I know.
Some people like to snack on it. Do you?
Alka-Seltzer? I don't think
Yeah.
it's like a snack.
Huh?
I don't think it's a snack.
Anything can be a snack if you eat it.
People, I saw a thing today that was telling people to stop putting cleaning solution in their drinks because people are putting borax powder or borate. Borax? Is that the cleaner? The bathroom cleaner? It's called borax. It's made from borate.
You're thinking of Borat.
No!
Very nice.
No! That's the clear. Why would somebody put him in their drink? It's not very nice. Anyway, Ghoulie says thank you for helping him feel validated. Mangoes said that's interesting about the building. Sounds exactly like the ups and downs of following IKEA instructions. It's very similar to building IKEA, which we've also done. Nick had a very lengthy build of this cabinet over here that took months because it was missing a piece. Or was missing something.
The piece was a very crucial piece was broken. And I had to have my my stepfather, he actually soldered it back together for me so I wouldn't have to
That's good.
gather. Otherwise I would have had to rebox the entire damn shelving unit and drive it back to IKEA, and I really didn't want to do that.
I used to have a soldering iron.
You did?
Yeah, I had to learn how to solder when I was in my apprenticeship. So I know how to do basic soldering.
No, I never knew that
I didn't know
about
that
you.
that's what you need help with. I probably could have gone to Lowe's and got soldering irons like less than $20, and then you have to get flux and then the little solder tubey stuff.
Look at you go.
I know.
A proper liberated woman
Yeah.
of the 21st century.
Ghoulie is not going to drink the damn ocean, he says. And then Jorfa said, drink it. Lazarus is confused.
Yeah, drink the ocean. Accept it.
He's going to do that and then sue you.
Why? Why would he sue? His life would be so much better.
Some people did think that the Tide Pods were snacks. There's a whole epidemic with that.
that.
And he did say it's borax, yes.
No, it's Borat. You guys are thinking of Borat.
Stop. Sally Mango says, she looked through your content and has no idea why she subscribed to you, but she's glad she did.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah. Well, it gets weird around here sometimes.
Yeah.
Garg is probably confused because he's having a brain session of whatever.
A brain session.
Yeah, he said he was under the influence of whatever.
Putting
Edibles or something.
drugs in his head.
Mm-hmm.
I need one of these little. There we go. Little
Garg
didgeridoo.
says drinking salt water makes the same thing happen. I guess the bubbliness.
Well, they
If
do
you-
say that salt water is it's good for you. In fact, right? Like you don't want to just drink salt water exclusively, but
Well, he's
salt
saying that
water
if you're
is-
at 100% daily value of water, and that's salt water, you're having the equivalent of hallucinations you get when you have a bad fever. I don't know, we drink a lot of salt water.
yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
We supplement with a lot of salt, but I think when you are not consuming a lot of carbohydrates, you require more. So maybe if you are not requiring more and then you have a lot of salt, the amount of, well, I don't know. That's interesting.
What do you think is so interesting?
That's just an interesting thing. I've never heard that if you have 100% of the daily value of water, that is salt water.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it's like from the ocean, maybe if there's like, you know,
fish
parasites and stuff.
in it. Fish and parasites and
Amoebas. Flesh
plankton.
eating. Yeah. Krill.
You guys ever eaten plankton before?
I don't think you can like buy it at Kroger.
Maybe you can. I've never looked for it. Can you get a jar of plankton at Kroger?
No, you can't.
Microwavable plankton.
No, why would you microwave it?
I don't know. Maybe it's good. Like a cup, like instant ramen, but it's just full of plankton.
It's awful.
Pour in some
Build your Legos before people leave.
pour some hot water in, microwave it, and it's like I would imagine it'd be like rice. Consistency of rice, but it's all just
Gross.
plankton.
It's disgusting.
I think it's $1 million idea.
Ew.
In fact. Okay, let's see. This goes.
Ghoulie says he didn't subscribe until he saw the Castlevania stream.
That was
It was quite a while ago.
a while back. I got to get back to some Castlevania.
He was saying
some
you remember
point.
the first stream he attended. Jorfa says, I remember mine, it was cool. Maybe talking about the first time he either streamed himself or jumped in on your stream, I'm not sure. I feel like maybe I'm missing a few comments. And Garg says he's the same person sober as he is intoxicated, but he can't do that drunk, so he doesn't drink anymore. Ghoulie says it's good to swish around in your mouth salt water because it helps balance the pH in your mouth, which is great to do when your gums are poofy.
When your gums are poofy.
Yeah, he has braces, I think, so maybe his get inflamed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Garg, his edibles he ate 2 hours ago, so now he's smoking.
Smoking and token. Token and smoking. Do you have a particular brand?
No,
What's
he's-
your brand? What?
Why are you talking about weed?
I know.
There's not a brand.
Sure there is.
Well,
All the different names and strains and all sorts of horse shit they do. Those potheads. All
Lazarus said
potheads
Mr.
out there.
Krabs would be happy if you gathered up all the planktons.
They got dispensaries where you can get all sorts of different flavors and colors, and they got flavor crystals, and Purple Mountain Majesties. And
Lazarus, let Gargus smoke. He's a grown man. He says, don't smoke, it's bad.
yeah, no.
You're not allowed to smoke because you're 11. When you're 18 and you choose to smoke, you're allowed to.
And some
He
people,
said fine. And he's smoking the magic cigarettes that aren't as bad for your health.
yeah,
Those are the ones that help people feel better.
yeah, used in place of medication in some cases
Yeah.
for various ailments and relaxation.
okay.
Can aid in relaxation and all sorts of things. Now, I don't do it much myself because I typically don't like the way it makes me feel. But some people love it and they swear by it. And if that's you, then God bless you. You've got my blessing. Okay.
Oh, and Mango says she knows when she subscribed. It was after watching her playthrough of the Stanley Parable. Enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, that's been a while back. The Stanley Parable.
And Jorfus was also telling Garg that it's better to be alive than death with pleasure. And then that's when Lazarus made a comment. So he was piggybacking off of Jorfus.
Off of. Is he still
Lionel.
Lionel?
Yeah.
Hasn't switched back to the Jorfus moniker.
Nope. Mango says her biggest regret in life was taking up smoking. So much money wasted. Glad she quit.
Regular tobacco cigarettes, I would imagine.
Ghoulie says he's only 15, so he doesn't have a major regret just yet. That's good. It's good. You shouldn't.
Yeah, try to steer clear of major regrets.
Garg says in southern Michigan, everyone that smokes pretty much smokes Newport hundreds.
I used to sell a lot of those when I worked at Speedway.
He
deal.
says in urban areas, in rural areas, it's different.
That's true.
Yeah.
A different demographic between when I worked at Speedway versus when I worked at the Odd House.
Mhm.
So a lot of Pall Malls
Uh-huh.
at the Odd House.
Yeah.
And so many of those up by the Dayton Mall.
Yeah.
A lot of Newports, Salem's,
Yeah.
the menthol
Mhm.
type shits. Remember the Camel Crush?
Yeah.
They still make those
I don't know.
with the flavor crystal you pop. And
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they make them still or not.
I'm not telling you guys to go out and start smoking, but there was an interesting cigarette back in the day that they may or may not make anymore. I don't know because I've never become a regular smoker, but I would buy cigarettes from time to time, especially when I worked at Speedway. When new cigarettes would come out, I'd always try them. I was just always curious. So I'd usually get a pack of something when like the new cigarette was hitting the shelves, and they had these ones called Camel Crush, and they had a cool package too. It was like black with like pink neon.
Mhm, like blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can either have it regular or make it a menthol by crushing a little like flavor bead in there.
Yeah. It was in the filter.
Mm-hmm.
So you could smoke it, and it was a regular ass Camel cigarette, but then if you got halfway through and said, you know what, make it menthol,
Mm-hmm.
then you would just squeeze the filter
Mhm.
and it would pop the little flavor crystal,
Yeah.
and it would turn your cigarette into a menthol.
I wonder why they didn't do that with like other flavors, like mango.
I don't know.
You know.
Maybe that would be something to revisit now
Mm.
with the explosion of vape
Yeah.
options and things like that everyone's all crazy about. Never
Dwarf-
got in.
Oh,
Huh?
what?
What? Huh?
I want to say Jorfus said he remembers his first stream with me on it. It was the one, Stay Away from the House, and you were singing the Bandages song. That was such a silly time. Why did you keep singing that?
I don't remember.
Because every time you picked up the bandages, and you said it sounded like you were singing it, and I'm like, I don't think that's how it goes.
Yeah, because you didn't know what I was talking about at first,
Yeah.
did you?
No, I still don't. I still never heard that song.
Yes, you have. I thought we played it.
No.
I thought we listened to it one time.
No, maybe you did.
This is a silly build.
We've been working on this for like a decade.
Well, I'm trying to talk and also not fuck up as I put these pieces on and everything looks the same, and it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Would you like everybody to give you their current rating on how you're doing using the super divorce system?
Yeah, let me know. How am I doing so far?
There's room. You gotta leave room for improvement. You know, you don't give them 1,000 out of 1,000.
I wouldn't rate myself very highly right now.
You're drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. I haven't had a drop of alcohol today.
Drunk still from yesterday.
I did have a few last night while watching Oppenheimer. You know what everyone called him? Oppie.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Cillian Murphy put on the performance of a lifetime. If he doesn't win, him and everyone involved in that movie just knocked it out of the park. Josh Hartnett showed up.
I used to have a big crush on him
I
when
know
I was
you
younger.
did. Now that's a typical 90s chick thing right there.
Yeah.
You didn't steer clear of that one.
No.
You thought Josh Hartnett was a beefcake.
Yeah.
He always bothered me.
Did he?
Back in the day, when The Faculty came out,
I didn't like him in that.
he always had the hair poof.
Yeah.
It was like, what is he doing?
He
Why
didn't
did he
have-
comb his hair
He
now?
didn't have great hair. But, can't win them all.
Well, so what did you like in it? Pearl Harbor?
I watched Pearl Harbor because he was in it. And I also liked Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I always tried to watch stuff that they were in, but
Well, yeah, you couldn't escape all the stereotypes.
well,
You liked your Affleck, your Damon, your Josh Hartnett.
I never thought that Affleck was cute.
You didn't.
I've definitely leaned toward the Matt Damon for sure. I made a head sculpture of him in art class.
I remember you saying that.
But I did a drawing of Ben Affleck, which I still had for a really long time in my art folder. I don't know if that exists. So it's really embarrassing. It doesn't look very good.
Who do you guys prefer in the chat? Who do you think's the better bro? Matt Damon or Ben Affleck? Who's it going to be? If you had to choose one to star in...
Damon is definitely the better actor between the two of them.
You think so?
Yeah. I think that Ben Affleck deserves more credit than he gets.
You know
But he's just kind of inconsistent.
I thought this was weird. You get Matt Damon in Oppenheimer, and guess who else shows up? A lot of people show up. A lot of cool actors. Casey Affleck.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
But Ben's nowhere to be seen. Once I saw Casey, I was
being
like,
pissed at his wife.
who? Oh, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slamming her in the car door. Ghoulie wants to know if you've done the Pacer test yet. Or
Not yet.
Or if you've gotten to play Foursquare.
Nope. I'm building up to it. I've been doing really good with my workouts for several months, and I feel like maybe by the end of the summer I'll be ready for the Graham Pacer.
But they just throw the kids who are out of shape just into it. They just have to do it.
Well, I know.
Lazarus had to do it. He didn't get to condition ahead of time.
Well, I know, but I get to, and I'm going to defeat...
You're going to defeat the whole...
Yeah, I said I want to defeat the whole thing. It's like a real-life super play.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a super play, a full-game super play in real life of the Graham Pacer test, and I want to annihilate it. I want to embarrass the people who put that test together.
Well, I think it's designed for children, isn't it?
I don't know. I think they do it in high school too.
Oh, okay. But you're almost 40.
So? Are you saying that I can't do it?
No, it's probably easier for you because you're older.
You think it's easier for me pushing 40 than it is for like an 18-year-old kid?
Okay, well, maybe. You've been working out a lot.
Well, I know. Because I'm training for this Graham Pacer challenge.
Ghoulie gives you a 250.
250 ghoulie dudes out of a possible 1,000 right now.
Lazarus doesn't like Foursquare. I liked Foursquare when I was younger. He said he'd rather do 20 Pacer tests.
I just realized Mangoes might not understand the reference here to the Graham Pacer. It's a standardized test that they make kids do here in the United States now.
It's a physical test, not
Yes,
yeah.
but it's a standardized physical test that they make all the students do. They didn't do it when we were in school because I had to get educated by our
we had
friends in the chat.
What was it called? The something
The
award, presidential fitness
yeah.
test or something.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to do like 10 sit-ups.
Yeah, I was really weak. I remember there was like they would put this. They would see how far you could stretch.
Yeah, that was a
with your
weird with
feet
the
out.
little.
There was like a wooden board that
and you had to push the little lever.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird too. I never was very good at it. I'm like, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Ghoulie likes Foursquare, and Jorphus prefers basketball.
Wasn't there an app called Foursquare?
Yes, we talked about this on that one stream. Stop.
Do they still have it? Did we figure that out?
No, I don't think I looked it up.
Is Foursquare still around so you can check in at your favorite locations? There, we got a new thing happening here.
Everybody likes basketball.
Like playing it or watching? Is that what we're talking about?
Playing.
Playing b-ball?
And Ghoulie says his grandfather was on a ship. when Pearl Harbor happened.
Oh. Like, actually in the mix?
Yeah. Ghoulie prefers Affleck. Sally Mango says Tom Cruise is always the correct answer. Weren't we just talking about Tom Cruise on the stream, or was that just in real life?
No, that was in real life.
Oh.
This is still real life, too. But...
Dang it.
No, we were talking about Tom Cruise because I saw a video of him being interviewed, and they asked him if he was going to see Oppenheimer or Barbie this weekend. And he said he was excited to see both of them, and that he was going to plan, I think, to do Oppenheimer on Friday.
No, he's gonna watch it back to back.
No, first he said maybe you do Barbie on Friday and then Oppenheimer on Saturday. And then he course corrects. He's like, actually, I might just make a day out of it. And then he goes on to say that it's one of his favorite things to do is to wake up early, and he will head to the cinema. I'm guessing as soon as they start showing the first film. And he will spend the rest of the day going to different movie theaters and doing nothing but watching movies.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty incredible to hear.
But you were talking about him doing all of his own stunts. I thought that was on your stream, but
We talked about that last week, I think.
yeah. Ghoulie says Ryan Reynolds.
What is the best actor?
I guess.
Ryan Reynolds.
He made a drooly face. And then somebody said, Jorfa said Simon Pegg.
Simon Pike's your favorite actor? I'll have to pass that along to him. I'll let him know on Twitter. I always say you guys can follow me on Twitter, but go and follow Simon Pike, because he's on Twitter. You can look him up. Look up Simon Pike, give him a follow. I'm sure he'd probably appreciate it.
Ghoulie says there's nothing grand about the pacer test. And then Garg says he's a celebrity around these parts.
Simon Pike.
Is that?
I don't know if Mangoes has gotten a chance to check out any of these Sega Mania streams around here, but Sega Mania is a live streaming internet-based video game centric program in which we play through all of the games reviewed in a magazine called Sega Mania Magazine, and that magazine is based in the UK. So all of the content creators, all of the journalists who write for that magazine are all UK guys, London boys, if you will. You know I love a London boy.
What is that song?
I fancy you.
What is that? Is that like a current song or like in the 1920s?
It's a Taylor Swift song.
You sounded like the Tiptoe Through the Tulips guy.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah. Sally says that the Graham Pacer thing sounds like something they would use in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah. That's probably true. That's probably where they came up with it. They probably created it for Guantanamo and then said, hey, let's make the students do this. That might be fun.
Lazarus says the short kid with the humongous legs always has the longest score. What kids do you hang out with?
What?
Short kids with humongous legs.
What is that?
Julius is winning all the competitions. We never did put on any tunes.
No, we didn't. Forgot to do that. Maybe we should put some tunes on still.
I mean, I could. I need to use the restroom real quick.
The restroom?
Yeah.
Who's gonna read the chat?
I'll be back. We're caught up. I'm gonna go grab the snack.
Okay.
And I'll see if that speaker's in here.
I guess I'll try and do double time. Keep an eye on the chat as well.
Here, I'll turn this on so that when I get back we can.
Bluetooth
What?
mode.
Huh?
Bluetooth mode.
Jorphus, why are you bemoaning the fact that Simon Pike has a Twitter account? What? No, you can't have that. No, you can't have that. What's going on here? Stop it. I got the cat is rubbing himself upon the chair that is being used right now for the tripod. I've got the tripod sitting on top of this chair, and my phone, of course, is on that tripod. And the cat is rubbing himself against the chair, and it's causing commotion and motion, unwanted motion and such. Yes?
Meow.
Get out! Take him upstairs.
Come on. Hello.
Go on.
Come on. I'm gonna carry you up there. No, don't fly away.
No, I've never listened to the Back Page podcast. They mostly talk about early game magazine production from the 90s. That sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out. The Back Page podcast. I've got like a very narrow, select group of podcasts that I listen to. I don't dabble in you know, like a whole assortment. Some people listen to like 50,000 podcasts. I don't. I've got like my small little collection of podcasts I listen to, and I'll check out the Back Page though, because that sounds intriguing and interesting. Yeah, that was Henderson. He's the only cat around here anymore. Sprainerd has never come home. Probably found a new home. You know? Whatever. Suit yourself, big dog. Big cat. Commotion, motion that causes emotion, which I won't need lotion. Yes, quite. I agree with you. Leave Henderson alone. How about Henderson leaves me alone? How's that for a concept? You can try that out. See how that works. Okay. Now, where was I here? I was doing this, I did these things. I just put these on. Okay, I can turn the page. I read a really interesting book on sort of
The cheesecake yogurt is the
get,
cheesecake yogurt soup is coming.
get
Soup.
get.
I just want to have a bite.
Disgusting.
What?
Getting spittle everywhere. Anyway, as I was saying, I read a book called Shareware Heroes. All about the shareware scene in the 80s and really up until modern day times. All the various gaming revolutions that were inspired by the shareware movement. Really good. But they covered some UK stuff in there too. Some games, some developers from the UK. What? Okay. Let me try to continue. Jess has brought this dessert down. I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna try and finish this little section I've got here.
listen to the Backpage podcast?
That's what we're just talking
Okay.
about. You better put some music on quick.
Because I'm squishing.
Mm-hmm. Unless you want to turn it into a squish ASMR video.
That's what you always do to people.
I know. And I get yelled at.
Well,
And you yell at me for doing it.
what do you want to let
What is it
Did
doing?
Lazarus knock it loose when he got up?
Crap. It said unable to connect, but now it's back, I think. I think it's back. All right, there we go. Welcome back. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. That was poopy. Oops, that's not the right way. Okay, we need it to. What is this? We need to go across this ways with that guy, and then put this right there. Fantastic. There we go. All right. Moving along. Next up, we're going to put this piece right here, and then we're going to put this piece across, just like that. And now we've got a few of these shiny boys to put in place. Everyone's favorite pieces, the shiny boys. That's what I've been told.
I couldn't find any Pac-Man.
What'd you put on instead?
Synthwave.
Is it royalty free?
Yes, it says it's 4 streams.
4 streams, huh? Okay. Now we gotta stack them. Okay. So that's a start.
Ghoulies posting lots of emojis.
What kind of emojis?
Ooh.
Cat, would you seriously stop? You're gonna break. Maybe Henderson broke the stream. It might have been him. Now that I think about it. Okay. We gotta use this big guy right here. The big guy.
Dorfus says he's gonna call Ghoulie Zach.
Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I guess he thinks he sounds like a Zach.
You guys got any good Sunday plans going on tomorrow? Sunday, here in the park, feeling like a 4th of July.
I didn't know what that was until I heard more words.
Sunday, here in the park, I feel like it's the 4th of July.
Isn't it Saturday anyway in the song?
Yeah, but I modified it for Sunday.
Stop. There's songs that have the word Sunday. You could have used one of those.
I don't know any Sunday songs.
Sunday Kind of Love?
On a Sunday afternoon.
You just made that up?
No.
Oh.
They sing it in Lost Boys.
Well,
Their mom sings it. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon.
that sounds made up.
Well, don't blame me. I didn't do it.
I vote for Julie. I like calling you Julie Ghoulie.
Julie. I hope this is the right way. I think it is. Alright. Yeah, that's good. What's that one song?
Oh.
Oh, it's Elmo, I Love You. That's it.
That's not where it goes.
Elmo, I love you.
Mm-mm. You tried to do this before to me.
What?
Oops.
What are you trying to do?
I got messed up, okay?
And then we've got 3 of these. 1 tooth. 3. It goes
I
right
made
there.
one small mistake with the snack.
What'd you do?
I added a little bit of xanthan gum as a thickener,
Mm-hmm.
and it made the texture just slightly different than it was.
Oh man, why the hell?
But it's still good. It's still good.
Damn it.
It's still edible. Still really good. I won't use that next time because I think it would have thickened on its own.
Oh, what a bummer.
It didn't change the flavor.
Well, texture is very important when it comes
Well,
to
it's
desserts.
still like creamy. It just has like a slightly stickier texture.
What do you mean stickier? What, like slime? Like sticky slime?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what you mean. Look at our little Pac-Man. Probably can't even see that.
Like, you know when I made that ice cream and you said it was like gooey? But it's not. It's not too bad.
Anything but that.
The cake?
No, not the cake. That was a very unfortunate thing that happened.
Hmm.
Did anyone talk about their Sunday plans?
Goolie's going to church.
Mm-hmm.
He has youth ministry.
Well, certainly it won't be all day long. What else is going on?
Sally wanted to know if gluing a finished model would be like a thing that you would do or people do.
People do that. I've never done it. I don't know. I guess, yeah, you could. Maybe it would be smart. That might be a smart thing to do. But I've just never taken it upon myself to, what? Oh, jeez. It makes me think of the Lego movie, the first one. And it's like, it's supposed to be sad. The kid's dad, I think, played by Will Ferrell, glues all the sets. And he's got like a big sprawling display in his basement with all the Lego sets he's built. But they're glued and the kids can't play with them, and I don't know. I mean, I understand it, because these...
Oh, Jorp is by.
You heading out, Jorphus?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll see you next time. Hope to see you back on Tuesday for some more My Friendly Neighborhood. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. But anyway, I was just saying, you spend a lot of money on these sets. They're not cheap. So the idea of gluing them...
They stay together pretty well.
Yeah, for the most part. The Voltron we did is in need of repair. One of the arms has come off, and I'm gonna have to do some deconstruction.
That's not good.
But you know, with that set, it transforms. So if I glued it into place,
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that.
then I wouldn't be able to change it. You wouldn't be able to move it around. So it loses a little something. Especially the ones that, you know, have transformations or that have moving parts and pieces. I guess you could glue certain, you know, certain pieces together that aren't going to affect that. don't know. That'd be a lot of extra work.
Sally Mangos liked the Lego movie, said it was a masterpiece. Cooley says he cried when his dad and him couldn't get tickets, but they got tickets for a later showing the same day for the Lego movie. Do you want to try the dessert? I've scared you, haven't I?
Here's the dessert.
Well, it doesn't look super fancy.
Now, what's in this? How'd you make this? What else did you put in it besides xanthan gum?
I use like a little bit of that. It's not like a little goes a long way, and a little extra fell out of the bag when I was doing it, so it's why it's kind of gloopy. It tastes yummy though. Just imagine it without the gloopiness.
Yeah, it's a little gacky.
That's but you can see past it if you just focus on the fruit. You don't like you want to eat a bowl of just the stuff without the other things.
The flavor's fine, but the consistency of the whatever.
If I would have put no xanthan gum, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that. That's
Because it looked a little too soupy at first. But I can't make it again. I can't use a blender. Everybody's asleep. And that was all the berries we had.
yeah. That's too bad.
You sound really disappointed.
Well, it's just because it was really good when you made it the other night.
Well, that was a different thing. That was a whole different food.
Well,
That was leftover cannoli filling from the cannoli pie I made. I didn't have the ingredients for that.
Well,
You're really not going to eat more than like 2 bites?
I'll have some more later. I think it should be colder though.
Colder?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? It's been in the fridge. How cold would you like it to be?
Maybe you should put it in the freezer.
Frozen?
Maybe that'd be better. Maybe it needs the freezer treatment. Let's see, we got this right here. It's gonna go in here.
Fine.
It was a fine attempt, Jess.
Whatever.
Don't say whatever.
I like it.
Well, I didn't say it was bad. I said I think it would be better if it were a bit more chilled. Maybe that's why it's a bit bouncier than it should be, or than you might want it to be. Are these the big ones or little ones? I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. I think those are... Yeah. I almost put the wrong gears in place. These back like that. There we go. Okay. That's looking good. Now we got the big gears coming up. With this red piece like that. Go on here. Go like that. How did you even come to have xanthan gum?
I
It
use
seems like
it.
a weird ingredient to have.
You have to use it for baking sometimes.
Hmm.
It's a thickening agent. Some of the recipes call for it, since I don't use regular all-purpose flour as a thickener. It's like something you can use.
What else do you use it for?
Baking?
Any famous recipes?
I think I've used it in like to make the gravy instead of flour. Not instead of flour, but like if you need to thicken your gravy, you just it can thicken anything. So if you like a sauce is too runny, just put a little bit of that in there, or you can bake with it. But I don't use it too often. But I have it.
Could you chew it like bubble gum?
No, it's kind of similar to like gelatin powder. You know, like when you mix it, it kind of gets gooey like that.
Yeah.
Sorry to haunt you
Haunt me.
with the xanthan gum.
It's quite alright.
But the rest of it was cottage cheese, 3 scoops of the snickerdoodle protein powder, some lemon juice, some Swerve powdered sugar alternative, and
Swerve powdered sugar.
yeah, last time I tried to use like sugar-free maple syrup flavored, and that was kind of, I used that in my ice cream mix. I don't know. I'd rather just have maple syrup. So like you can tell. But that's the sugar that I used in my cannoli mix, so I was trying to make it similar to that.
Yeah. Well, fine then.
But it's a healthy, high protein dessert treat. You know?
Yeah. That's fine.
If you ate like half of it, there'd be like 40 to 50 grams of protein.
What in what you just made?
Well, it's just in like a half serving of it, yeah.
Oh. It's not too bad.
No. Great.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see. So here's our final gear going into place for whatever this thing is. Okay.
Lazarus said it's a little warm. I think he was talking about the treat, because you said it was. He always just agrees with whatever you said.
Well,
Ghoulie wants to now be Gloopy Dude, which is good. I think you should be Gloopy Dude. Garg also liked the Lego movie.
I think I've only seen it one time.
Yeah.
Like when it came out.
Yeah, we saw it in theaters.
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
Sally Mangoes likes the Lego Batman movie. Even better. They should make more.
We were just talking about that. Weren't we? Because you couldn't remember if they're...
I don't think I've seen that. So. And then Sally and Ghoulie both talk about how they like Megamind.
Megamind. That's the
Sally, oh what?
That's the guy with the big head,
The big,
right?
yeah, big brain. Sally said she tried to watch the new Mario movie but got bored halfway through and didn't finish it.
You got bored? I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was good too.
It might be my favorite 3D animated film. How many pieces are... Let's see.
Can I help
2,
you?
4, 6. 2, 4, 6 right here. Okay. Well, I think I'm... 2, 4, 6. And then another one right there and there. And this is going to go... We're covering up the gears right here.
Sally said maybe she wasn't in the right mood. She'll have to give it another go.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. It's one of the... We have a 5-year-old son, and he doesn't sit through many movies.
Mm-hmm.
And he really liked that one. He would sit through it. He watched it a couple times.
So there you go. That's what we got right here. And... What? What do they want me to do?
They want you to pop that off.
They want me to pop it off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... This is weird.
Why'd they make you put it on?
Yeah, I don't know.
and take it apart? Why does it want you to do that?
Maybe it was holding something in place. Just. Alright, well, we took it off. That's actually in the instructions. If you don't believe me, look. See? Here it is. They're like, that piece you put on there, now take it off and disassemble it. Alright.
Fine.
Fine.
Says his favorite animated movie of all time is Cars. He's seen it so many times he can quote it word for word.
This,
Oh, that's why you had to take it off, so that those pieces can move.
yeah, okay. Alright. That's cool. That's satisfying to do.
What's that
Wanna
supposed
try?
to, is that like the joystick buttons?
I don't know what that's going to do. There's going to be some sort of interactive something or other happening there. I don't know. Take this apart though. Because they told me
wait.
to. What?
I think it goes along the bottom screen where the Pac-Man move around. Do they move?
No.
Then I don't know.
Maybe you just have to use your imagination. The imagination station.
What are you doing now?
I'm trying to. They want me to take these pink pieces apart.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I can do one at a time. There we go. Alright. Well, what's the time?
It's 1:09.
What do you think that's a good stopping point for tonight?
Probably. Your
Yeah.
treat won't be frozen by now, though.
Well, we had a long day.
We did.
So,
Long day yesterday, too. Nick went to visit his friends who live about an hour and a half away.
yeah, we saw Oppenheimer in Columbus, and then I had to drive home afterwards. You know, it's like a 3 and some odd hour movie. And then got back very late.
Yeah.
And woke up early today and run around
In the heat.
in the heat. So I guess this is a good little start, you know. I believe Ghoulie had asked, are we going to see some more streams of this, like within the next few days?
We can probably. Hold
Maybe.
on 1 second. Lazarus wanted to show the people watching his theme park that him and Emerson built. If you can hold it up to the screen.
I don't know how well you can see that.
I don't know, you might have to look from behind.
Oh, it keeps flipping around. There. There's a little theme park. That might look familiar because we built that on our stream.
Yeah.
There you go.
But anyway, this week I have a slightly lighter work week, so we could stream tomorrow as long as we don't start too late, and I could do Monday night also because my all-day Tuesday canceled, which I'm in the process of filling back up, but I could go in a little later on Tuesday.
Well,
So maybe Sunday and Monday if it works out.
maybe so. I'll, if we're going to, I'll put a little note in the community tab.
That sounds fancy.
So check the community post tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know if we're going to stream. But this is a good stopping point.
Sally says, very enjoyable stream, very enjoyable chat tonight. Thank you everybody who's active.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here.
Garg says he needs to show up here more. Well, we love it every time you come with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every time everybody shows up, we're very excited to see everyone.
You know, if we if we don't get around to the stream for Lego stuff before Tuesday, I am doing Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10:30 p.m. video game streaming, and we're going to continue My Friendly Neighborhood on Tuesday night at 10:30. So if nothing else, then hopefully I'll see you guys then. But maybe we'll come back tomorrow. Like I said, I'll let you know. Check the community tab, the community area, where you can make posts, where I can make posts. Keep an eye on that. And anyone else who might be here, if you haven't done so, please sub to the channel. And bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos. YouTube feels like telling you. But we don't have to worry about that. We're trying to get to the point where you don't have to worry about notifications. That's why I'm just going live Tuesday and Thursday at 10:30 p.m. And then our uploaded videos, if you don't get notified when they go up, just stop by the channel once a day and see. Just check it out for yourself. Like in the olden days. So many people, we've grown accustomed to waiting for these notifications for videos from the creators we like, and then YouTube screws us over and doesn't let us know.
It's rude.
Our favorite YouTuber put out a new video, and then you go days or weeks and you don't even realize it. We can get around that if we just make it a habit to visit the channels we like, regardless of whether or not YouTube sends us a notification. I'm not saying it's just for my channel. Support all your favorite creators in the same way. Just stop by, see what they're up to. Because you may have asked for notifications, you may have asked for all of them, and YouTube may just give you none. That's how they do things. I don't understand it. I don't know what their deal is, but let's not give them the satisfaction. That's what I say. Being beholden to the algorithm and their suggestions and all this kind of stuff. We can get away from it. We can circumvent it. So, anyway, like this video, comment below if you got anything. If you weren't here live and you want to add something to the discussion, let me know what your score in the Graham Pacer test was in the comments below. And what else? Follow me on Twitter at SuperDivorce, on Instagram at SuperDivorceBand. I play music from time to time. You can check out Super Divorce Tunes, streaming on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find Super Divorce. Just type in Super Divorce, click on a song, check it out. If you don't like it, try another one. And if you don't like that one, try another one again and again and again until you find something you do like, because I believe there's something there for everybody. You know? Also, if you were here live, once again, thank you. If you are lurking in the background, being a lurking lurker, off in the shadows, lurking by the tree line, watching everyone in the town square having a good time, yucking it up, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. You can lurk. I appreciate you being here at all. But if you're contemplating getting involved in the chat, please do. Don't be hesitant. Now again, if you like lurking, you have my blessing. But if you're contemplating getting in the mix and chatting it up, you just maybe you feel scared, you're frightened, you're hesitant, you are dealing with feelings of trepidation, don't do that. Don't worry. The chat's great. It's fun, it's fine, it's fancy free, and it's yours. It's for you. Join in sometime if you'd like. Join the Chatty Cathys. Thank all of the Chatty Cathys for chatting it up, keeping things lively and fresh and fun. I think that's just about the size of things for tonight. Jess, thanks for sitting here and helping out with the chat duties.
You're welcome.
And for
Sorry for making the gloopy gloop.
That's okay. Good taste.
Thanks.
Mm.
Well, I have the stuff I can make more. I'll make it not weird next time.
I'm trying a non-gloopy version.
I'll try.
All right, guys. Well, anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Time for sleep.
Okay,
Everybody
time.
have a good rest of your weekend.
Good luck with the bread over there in the UK.
Yeah, I think she already made it.
Oh. I thought she had woken up to make it, but
I don't know.
either way, I hope the bread's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Mangoes. Thanks for chit-chatting, everybody. Until next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch.